supposed to be recording. The horseshoe. This. Bro. Hey guys, Chris here. Got a message today. I'm not sure who needs to hear it, but I know someone does. It's helped me out a lot. It revolves around self-esteem. I know that's one thing that hinders many people building relationships, going out in the world, getting jobs, just a lot of different things. Their self-esteem, it affects them in many different ways. Now I want to talk on some ways that I've learned to build on. The biggest thing that you can do is practice positive self-talk. What I mean by that, speaking positively about yourself, about your life, the direction you want your life to go. Use the words try, just do it, like Yoda says, there is no try, just do. So when it comes to that positive self-talk, practice saying positive things to yourself, build up your self-esteem from within, because I'll tell you, it starts with confidence, and your confidence starts within. Put confidence in yourself. Set achievable goals. And when you accomplish those, it'll make you feel good, and that'll build on your self-esteem. I want you to challenge your negative thoughts. Identify one. Once you've identified that negative thought, I want you to question the accuracy of which it had come from. Ask yourself, is it a realistic thought? Is there alternative perspectives? And then I want you to take that negative thought and I want you to replace it with a positive thought. Another thing you can do is practice mindfulness. I've found mindfulness to be a very helpful tool throughout my entire life since I've become older and wiser and starting to learn how to overcome those negative aspects. Practicing mindfulness helps you be more aware of your thoughts. And then you can use different techniques to reframe that entire thought process. And this is not something that's going to happen overnight in a couple of weeks. This is something that takes a long, long time to build on. Some other things I've found that are really helpful: surrounding yourself with those positive people, those supportive people that does wonders for you. It really does. Just having positive vibes around you, it helps in ways you couldn't even imagine. It really does. Like if you're always around negativity, it tends to, your own mindset will be negative, and depression kicks in and other things, and just remove yourself from the toxic environment, those negative people, because they're just going to bring you down. Another thing that I've found is don't compare yourself to others. That is the biggest mistake you could ever make, because you're looking at that person from the outside and their life may be all together from the outside, but usually they're the ones that have the biggest problems, and they just stuff them in the closet and don't work on them, and they eventually implode. So consider where you want your life to be and compare it to where it is now, and set those achievable goals. And when you make those goals, when you accomplish them, celebrate it. Celebrate those accomplishments. It will do wonders for your self-esteem. Something else that's helped me, now this is on my own personal level. Let's just say, all right, balding, okay? Balding was one of my things that was a self-esteem, as you see, okay? Comparing yourself to others, I would do that a lot. Like I didn't start losing my hair till I was almost 30. I was probably losing it long before that, but I didn't start noticing it until I was 30. And honestly, that was one of my biggest fears. It was becoming bald. And guess what? Having that pattern, the exact pattern that I have. The hair on the sides, the horseshoe look, bro, don't do that shit. What the hell's wrong with you? Own that shit. Shave it off. That was a self-esteem issue for me. The typical male pattern baldness and death. Those were my biggest fears growing up. They still are. But guess what? That happened. Death, it's inevitable. I've learned to accept that. It is what it is. You can just try to be prosperous and live longer and enjoy life while it's here. That's all you can do. But when it comes to that baldness, the biggest thing for me, as I said, for me, and I know this could help for others, but is just owning that shit. Face that problem head on, change your perspective on it, find a way to make it look good, find a way to make yourself feel good about it. Because self esteem starts right there. And who better than to give it? Your own self. Start with building confidence in yourself. All right, guys, that's my message for the day. I hope it resonated with some people, and I hope some of you gentlemen out there took my advice. That horseshoe look, it's time for it to go. All right, guys, I'm out. We're supposed to be recording the horseshoe. This, bro, any of you guys out there, they're running around, disregard this. Supposed to have air on the side. I was recording and I wasn't recording. I was telling a whole little story and everything. But anyways, the hair on the sides, the horseshoe look, bro, don't do that shit. What the hell's wrong with you? Own that shit. Shave it off. But as I was saying, y'all dare me to go out in public like this? No, I couldn't do it. There's no way in hell. But it reminds me, remember those guys? I couldn't think of them from that old school wrestling. They wore the red, like, spiked outfit, like football gear that had spikes on it, like the Demolition Brothers or something weird like that. Around the era of the Hacksaw Jim Duggan era and all that. That's what this reminds me of. Those two brothers would come out with their hair all shaped like this. Imagine they walked around like that all the time. Because that's how they had to maintain their character. Because it takes a long time to get your hair like that. You know what I mean? So, bro, shave it off. Shave it off. Let it go, gentlemen. It's exactly what I did when I started noticing. Well, no, let me take that back. You know what I did at first? Tried to save it. Sure did. Tried all those stupid hair tonics, all that nonsense. Waste of time, waste of money. Maybe if I could have tried some of that really expensive stuff, like the Bosley, something real. But that wasn't an option. So you know what I did? I found an alternative. Thankfully, I'm one of those guys that look decent with no hair. So my fiance says. Because I've asked her if I should go. I've considered going and doing some hair surgery or some crap like that. She says she's happy with it. So if she's happy, I'm happy. Because originally I am happy. That's why I shaved it in the first place. But, you know, to reminisce, having your hair back one day, it's kind of what I was doing when I asked her that. Reminiscing, wondering what it would be like to have the beautiful red glocks again. It's kind of hot in this bath. So, there you have it, guys. Shave it. Let it go.